coders, welcome back to our channel GDG MMMUT. So in this video, we are going to discuss first three questions of Starters 240 contest. So let's move to the first question, which is point table. So let's read the problem statement first. Alice and Bob are playing a two-round game. Each player has a primary score and a secondary score. For Alice, it is X and Y, and for Bob, it is A and B. So here are the conditions. The player with the strictly higher primary score wins. If the higher scores are equal, then the player with strictly higher secondary score wins. If these are equal to, then Alice will win because she registered the game first. So let's move to the whiteboard first and understand the fundamental idea. So on the left side, we have Alice with primary score as X and secondary score as Y. On the right side, we have Bob with primary score as A and secondary score as B. So firstly, we will compare both primary scores. If they are equal, only then we will move to the secondary score and compare them. If they are equal as well, then Alice will win because that's what the problem statement states. Okay, so now back to the code and understand it. So here we have four integers X, Y, A and B. So it is simple nested if-else statement. So first we will compare X and A, both primary scores. If Alice's primary score is greater, then it should print Alice, else it should print Bob, right? And if both are equal, like X is equal to B, then we will move to the secondary scores in this else statement, okay? So if Y is greater than B, it should print Alice, and if the secondary score of Bob is higher, it should print Bob. And if both are equal, like X is equal to A and Y is equal to B, it should print Alice because that's what the tie break condition says, right? So let's move to the second question. Alright, here is the second question, counting characters. So in this problem, we are given a string containing only two characters A and B, and we simply need to count how many times each character appears. So let's move to the whiteboard and understand the fundamental idea. So here we are taking a sample string as A, B, and A. So we will iterate through the string, and if the current character is equal to A, we will increase count A by 1, and if it is not, it should be equal to B, and we will increase count B by 1. So let's move to the code and understand it. So we are taking a string S and declaring two integers, count A as 0 and count B as 0. So for iterating in the loop, we will use for each loop. So in this loop, if the character is equal to A, we will increase count A, and if it is not, it should be equal to B. So we will increase count B by 1 and print both. That's all with this code. Alright, so let's move to the third question, which is comfortable sitting. So in this question, we simply need to arrange people around a circular table such that every person has at least one neighbor whose value is less than or equal to theirs. So to understand this problem statement, let's move to the whiteboard to understand the fundamental idea. So let's understand the condition first. So suppose we have 1, 1, 3 and 2, and we are arranging them around a circular table. For 2, we have neighbors as 1 and 3. So at least 1, which is 1, has low value than this 2. For 1, we have 1 which has low value than this. For 3, similarly for this one. And for 3, we have both 2 and 1 which is low than this 3. So it is a comfortable situation. So what is the condition? Neighbor should be less than or equal to self. Okay. So let's move to the impossible condition, or we can say the uncomfortable situation for this question. So we are taking an example of 1, 5 and 3. So for this 5, we have neighbors as 1 and 3. So both are less than 5. So for this, it is a comfortable situation. We are taking 3. We have 5 and 1. So at least one neighbor has less value than 3. But for this one, if we zoom to the one, both value 5 and 3 are greater than this. So it is impossible condition because for 1, we don't satisfy the condition which is neighbor should be less than or equal to self. Okay. So what is the key observation for this? Minimum value must appear twice. Like in this question, minimum value is appearing twice. So they can become neighbors of each other and satisfy the whole condition. So if we are taking one more example of valid arrangement, here we have 1, 1, 3 and 2. So minimum value is 1. So we are taking at least 2, 1 so that they can satisfy the condition for each other. Okay. So what is the basic algorithm? We will find the minimum value. Like here we have 1 as the minimum value. We will count its frequency. If the frequency is greater than or equal to 2, if it is, then yes, it is a comfortable situation. And if it is not, no, it's not the comfortable situation. So let's move to the code and understand it. So here we are given a vector a with the length n, and we will declare an integer min as int max to find the minimum value of the entire vector. Okay, so we will iterate in the vector using simple for loop, and we will find the minimum value. After this iteration, the minimum value will be stored in mn. After this, we will again declare a integer freq as 0. So freq will count the frequency of the minimum element. Again, we will iterate through the entire vector. It is similar to the last question where we were trying to find the occurrence of A and B, and here we are trying to find the occurrence of the minimum element. So if the current character is equal to mn, which is the minimum value, so it should increase the frequency by 1. After this, a simple if else statement where if the frequency is greater than or equal to 2, it should print yes, it will be a comfortable situation, else it is not a comfortable situation, so it will print no. So that's all with this video.